Listen, man, you probably had a one-on-one fight since you fought to come out the womb. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They've been jumping you, man. They've been jumping you with weapons of war. And listen, Chosen, just like a cartoon where they just had a fisticuffs and it's just a ball of smokes and arms poking out here and a leg come out right there and somebody's head come out of you see a fist come out. So they keep, every time you turn the corner, 15, 16 of them jumping you. 15, 16 of them. Hundreds at certain times. Your level done went up in gameplay. Your level done went up in gameplay. Your power bar, I'm thinking at this point you got an unlimited power bar. You a cheat code. Chosen, they've been steady jumping you. Every turn. And you coming out that ball of confusion. Every time, Chosen. Just really. Listen, man, you probably had a one-on-one fight since you fought to come out the womb.
Family, shalom. Shalom. We back at it again, with another exhortation, out of this inspiration of our Quadash Abba, by Shema Mashiach Malaki Hawashai, Wa Quadash Rakha, overall giving all glory and all honor and all the praises unto the Most High Heavenly Father for this very moment. We want to say Barakathum to the Akim and the Akwathium, meaning blessings unto y'all. I'll be speaking to the brothers and the sisters, but nevertheless, as ministers of the new covenant and believers of the blood of the Lamb, we're here to make it known out of transparency when it comes down to the faith. It is all, and we mean this, it is all about the kingdom. So I'm here right now, me as, the brother Awar.
Brother Amin.
So, we here with this exhortation, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Al Qudash Abba, to exhort brothers and sisters. So as y'all can see on the screen, we was in, like Micah 6 is a heavy chapter, just the whole book of Micah. And this one thing I always say, like, whenever you read in the scriptures, right, you want to make sure it fits to what the Lord deems and what is expedient for you. Mm-hmm. It's like you can read the scriptures at a moment where it's not needed. Mm-hmm. But then there is something that's going to stand out in the scriptures that's going to cause you to be like, like you're going to get you're going to catch it.
Yeah.
And because that's deemed for you in a day to lay the heart. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why this word that's everlasting, it's not meant to be read like a book. Mm-hmm. Is a way of the Lord communicating with us to keep us in spirit and in his way of truth. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, I read, Micah, like I say a while back, but just going into it again due to what the Lord has increased me with out of understanding, it's like it hits different, especially knowing what I'm knowing at this moment in my life and what I'm experiencing. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like I don't see just a book that's ancient. I see something that's everlasting that fits to what is in alignment to the past, the present, and the future. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's how deep this word can be. You know what I'm saying? Because this word alone is beyond the fourth dimensional realm. You know what I'm saying? Meaning this wording alone is beyond ultimately this third dimensional realm, like what we're seeing, the physical realm. Mm-hmm. So ultimately what I'm saying is like this word alone is beyond the supernatural realm, beyond the unseen world. You know what I'm saying? That helps to govern and keep this world in order. Mm-hmm. But right now the heavens and all that stuff is polluted. And what reflects that is by seeing what is laid to the hearts of men in these perilous times. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And how, the world is drawing closer and closer into that place of gross darkness. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Though the sun is shining, the clouds are out, everything may look like it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I take it like it's a reminder on never lose hope. Because if the Lord can do this and allow, wickedness to go in an all-time high, imagine what the Lord can do that's beyond all of this and what he has promised and laid out for us, whom he has called, as thus saith the scriptures. you know.
Yeah,
And
you
you
gotta look at it like an inward point of view.
yeah, inward part.
Like,
Yep.
even though what we're seeing is the 3D realm is like what's in it. That's what I'm saying.
That's right. Like, even when you look at that Micah 6 at the top, you know, though this ain't the point, but he said, hear ye now what the Lord saith. Arise, contend thou before the mountains, and let the hills hear thy voice. Hear ye, O mountains, the Lord's controversy, and ye strong foundations of the earth. For the Lord have a controversy with his people. With his what? With his people. This ain't dealing with everybody. You see? And notice this. He said with his people, and he will plead with Israel. So he's talking about us, man. He's talking about us getting in order. That was the whole point of the Messiah coming. Hamashiach coming. He came to liberate northern kingdom and southern kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Bringing them back as one, so that they can be synced with him in the things that are right now in this present day and age on this earth will cease to exist, because that's a sign of the light of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The Lord has called us. You know what I'm saying? While you got everybody else waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? Notice he said, "Oh my people, what have I done unto thee? And wherein have I it said, wherein have I worried thee? Testify against me." So you see, this is a direct connection, meaning I'm speaking to y'all, Israel. I'm speaking to you Israelites, man. That's why when you go in the book of Acts chapter 5, it tells you in there how he was exalted by the Father to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance and forgiveness of sins unto Israel. This is Acts chapter 5, and you could start at verse 29 through 31. It's really, I believe, in verse 30 or 31 with that verse. But in verse 29, he's saying we ought to obey God rather than men. Saying we got to go by what thus said the Lord is saying in these scriptures, because that at the end of the day is what has power over everything that's inside of this third dimension, or whatever dimension that's connected to this reality. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these realities right now are colliding with each other, because the pollutions on the earth is tainting them. And there's a lot of mixing going on. And you can see even what they doing with the CERN gates and all that stuff. They crashing particles together. They trying to merge the realities together as one. It kind of remind me of like remember the demon the brother that got the Unreal Gaming, the John where he had about Rajan,
okay, yeah.
Rajan, he the king of the demon realm. And notice that when he got that power, when that power that Myrno, what he had, you know what I'm saying, and it merged with him. Notice how he was joining all the universes, which is really realities, and he made them as one, and it was like the demons was able to go in each universe, in each reality, and taint it, and they was destroying many of worlds. You know what I'm saying? They was destroying worlds and taking over and conquering it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the point of what I'm saying is that that's what's also taking place. And right now, you know, in this spiritual warfare, we got to make a stand. So when you know who you are, no one can take that away from you. You know what I'm saying? When you know who you are, no one can take that away from you. And you know from Matthew chapter 4 and where the enemy stands at, he wants to try to take what you know that has been given to you away from you. And he'll do it through people. You see what I'm saying? But nevertheless, let's go through it. Inside is Micah 6 and verse 8. He said, "He has showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God." Like, in order to walk humbly with the Lord, you have to grow in his way of love. And as you're growing in his way of love, right, you'll begin to do a lot of self-examination. And through that self-examination, that's how you will understand how to be justly amongst those who are connected to you, even when it comes down to your own decision making. You know what I'm saying? And then notice he said, "He has showed thee, O man." Why? Because that connects also what is in Proverbs chapter 8 with wisdom. She said, "Unto you, O man, I call." You see, this is wisdom. And the proof of that, when you go to verse 9 right there, just to slide this in, the Lord's voice cry unto the city, and the man of wisdom shall see thy name. And when he's saying the name, he's talking about the Lord's authority. He's going to understand authority. Why? Because wisdom is bestowing understanding. Wisdom is revealing the mysteries, revealing the secrets, revealing the things that is of the glory of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And notice he said, hear ye the rod and who have appointed it. You know what I'm saying? And that goes with that authority, right? But going back into that, this video is going to be, the righteous will always be envied. You know what I'm saying? So our reasons of stating this is because the more you're growing in the truth, you know, through the spirit, you know what I'm saying, of the Lord, the more you're going to face opposition. You know what I'm saying? And the oppositions that's taking place, and it's been going on, you know, for some time, is a lot of assassination, you know, towards those who are carrying the spirit of the Lord. There's a lot of assassinations of characters. You know what I'm saying? And what's bad about it is that, and this is why I don't get too caught up in like the contention and different things that people state or what they say about each other. Rather they are saying that, yo, I'm Israel. Rather themselves saying that, oh, we're in the truth. Rather themselves saying, I'm a minister of the new covenant, or however way it is. You know what I'm saying? Just stating things that's coming from a place like, oh, I got a connection with God. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, that's something that's vital, and you got to be very cautious in those areas. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between contending for the truth versus to contention when it comes down to the truth. And, you know, me personally, you know, I always have it like the only thing that matters in these times is that the Lord is dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is with you. It ain't even about like people in general that's around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, are you down with me? Or are you, you know what I'm saying? This ain't got nothing to do with people. This got something to do with thus saith the Lord. The spirit of the Lord is what will draw you, will draw people to you, or either draw you to a particular circle or draw you in a place where you're consecrated or set apart, however way it is. But everything is in the hands of thus saith the Lord. And when we're not consciously aware of what it means to be spiritually minded, we can end up having carnal thoughts to be intertwined right along with our way of speaking. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to certain things that we take and lay to heart that is representing God. You know what I'm saying? So the righteous will always be envied. You know what I'm saying? And this is the truth, man. That's why in the proof of that, because notice he said when a man's ways pleases the Lord, he will have his enemies to be at peace with him. Yeah. And your enemies, the only reason why they're your enemies is because of what? Envy. Envy, pride, envy. You see what I'm saying? The very things that are the core essence of the heart of I want to say Hashatan, man. You know what I mean? Because it takes someone to carry out that energy and to believe in it, as in it being beneficial, to try to manipulate others to be comfortable within being in those estates, being prideful or being envious. You know what I'm saying? And those things are detrimental to our souls when we lay these things, you know, to our own hearts without having any type of solutions and overcoming it. You know what I'm saying? It'll eat you alive from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you ever see like people, like I seen females that on the outer skirt, you be like, dang, she, you know, she look very pretty and this and that third. But then when you begin to talk to her, or you see what I'm saying? Like, you like, damn, she ugly as shit. Excuse my language, but you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, yo, she ugly. But that's showing you the soul. You know what I'm saying? It is revealing to you the soul and where her, how her soul is being positioned. Meaning on the outer skirts, she may look nice, but in the inside, she's something deadly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of women nowadays.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So we had here, lay to heart constantly. Romans 12:21. You want to read that, King?
Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good.
But overcome what?
Evil with good.
So this is something that is in the heart of those who are walking after the Lord's way of righteousness. They understand the dynamics of the faith, and they understand how vital it is when it comes down to their connection to the things that are everlasting. It's like, I'm not going to get myself in a state to bottle up the things that are temporary. And what I don't like, it gets me out of alignment with the spirit of the Lord because of what I choose to lay to my heart and follow, right? No, I'm going to go by the very things that are everlasting, because those things that are not everlasting, it doesn't want to die off. You see what I'm saying? The flesh doesn't want to die off. And the flesh would do whatever it got to do to get attention. You know what I'm saying? And bottle up a lot of things that is in a connection with emotions. And that's why I always say our emotions is the devil's playground, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I always have it like, if I had something with somebody, instead of bottling up those emotions, I'd rather depart in a peaceable note.
Yeah.
Where I'm free in my consciousness of anything that they have done to me or what has taken place between us, you know what I'm saying, that may possibly been mutually negative. You know what I'm saying? Because of a lot of retaliating. You know what I'm saying? It's like, once you solidify it and you cut it off, let that go, that's you know what I'm saying, cutting ties off where the enemy will stand at and infiltrating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Through spiritual breaches. You know what I'm saying? Because for real, the enemy, he don't care taking everything down around you in your life that's connected to you. He want to break your spirit. He want to break you as a soul. He want to take you down. And in the midst of taking you down, he's going to do it through things that is connected to envy and pride. So in the scriptures, read that again, Baba Kusha.
Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good.
But overcome evil with good, which is very, very important. All right. So here's a witness inside the law, which is in Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12 through 16, which connects with that Micah chapter 6, verse 8. Like, what do the Lord require? And he said, and now, Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and all thy soul. To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good, meaning for your good. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Lord thy God. The Lord's thy God. The earth also with all that therein is. Only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers to love them, and he chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day. So this is solidified about who we are. Like I always said, and I remember I asked you, King, I said, do you agree that we are above all people that's upon the face of the earth, as it is written?
Yeah.
And at first you was like no. But then when you understood it, it was just like it settled in.
Yeah.
But it was just like, it's not saying like you being in a place out of pride, as in like somebody that's like, yeah, I'm better than you. And no, it's like it's from a place as in like the Lord is confirming how the Lord has chosen us.
Yeah.
This is why this is dealing with hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? Just as well as hierarchy in Israel, there's hierarchy on the face of the earth. And you can see that too, as you know, in these perilous times, as the world is becoming more dark. The more wicked you are, the greater your position will be inside this present world.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? But the more righteous you are, the more you're gonna be hated, and the less you will have a connection within this present world.
It was like say yesterday. Quickly paraphrase it, but they hated God too.
Yeah, yep, that's right. That's
like,
right.
If they hate God, they probably gonna hate you too.
Yeah, that's right. And that's written.
Yeah.
That's written. Matter of fact, hey man, that's written, and that's in the lesson too. And the Lord is in red letter. But peep this, in verse 16, he says, circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked. And that stiff-neck go with being prideful. Like when we think that we can do everything on our own, that's how we end up losing track and getting out of an alignment with our true power. It causes a disconnection with source. Pride is what it causes a disconnection with source. Envy is what causes a disconnection with source. You know what I'm saying? The enemy's objective is to have us to not be connected to source. That's why he worketh through lust. He worketh through all the things that's of the fruits of the flesh. Yeah. You see? Joel 2:13. He says, and render your heart and not your garments, and turn unto the Lord your God. See? And he's saying your God because that's possessive. The God of Israel. Yeah. Why would the God of Israel be pleading with everybody on the face of the earth? He's pleading with Israel. And the reason why he's pleading with Israel, because Israel is supposed to be that sign amongst everybody else who is on the face of the earth to get right with the unseen God. That's why he's called the God of Israel, the creator of heaven and earth. Some people can't fathom that. They can't even imagine that. They like, well, why would God just choose y'all out of everybody? Why can't he?
Yeah.
Why can't he? You can see it all through the scriptures. Why did the Lord choose David? He could have chosen anybody of his other brothers. Why did the Lord choose King Saul if he knew already that King Saul was going to be operating out of a place of pride and envy? Why did he? You see what I'm saying? It's the Lord's will and his way. And he got a purpose in everything.
Yeah.
All right. So, for he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and repented him of the evil. Repented him of the evil. You see? So, here's some rewards, right? Because, you know, these witnesses that's in the law are all from a place of us understanding on what the Lord is requiring, you know, from us. You know what I'm saying? It's not just walking in his ways, it's to love him above all things. Putting the Lord before even our own selves.
And that slow to anger is actually really important too, because like you said, that he plays off of our emotions.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Our emotions is the devil's playground. So here's some rewards. Matthew's 5:3-12, which we're gonna go into. But we're gonna pause right here, family, real quick, because we don't want to make these lessons too long. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, until the next time, shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.